Hello, Mark Crossfield here with GolfOnline, talking golf clubs today. If you were looking at AP1 716s or the JPX EZ, let's give you a little comparison of these two irons, show you what I think of the two. Now, what you get from these two irons is they're the most friendly in the Mizuno category or in the Titleist category. So we get relatively thick soles, definitely a bit thicker on the JPX EZ. You get quite chunky top lines. So you are going to look down at quite a lot of club face and a lot of help in these top lines. A darker finish in the EZ to a more chrome finish in the Titleist. So definitely shaving more towards a classic looking Titleist, where EZ have gone much more brutal in their looks. It still looks nice, but it is trying to be bolder, I think, in its statements. If we hit both of them, so let's start with the JPX EZ. Now, I have used this club in the older model and I didn't really like my time using chunkier irons. And I think they have a very good place for people who want as much help as they can get, and certainly confidence when they look down, because this 6-iron, when I put it down by the ball, almost looks like a little hybrid compared to what I'm using now, which is a bladed club. You get quite a big bit of offset on there, which is going to help maybe with a bit of launch, possibly a little less off to the right shots depending on how the club works down at the bottom, subject to how you're pulling on it and what have you. So easy off the face. It's a big old sound. It's high launching for me, so it sends it up in the air. Now, all these clubs, because the centre of gravity is off the face because of the big undercut cavities that they offer, so they're pulling weight away from the face, that increases MOI, but it reduces spin. So that goes higher. It looks like it's going further. When I've tested these, it generally does, but it lacks backspin. So what happens when it gets down the other end is my worry when I played them is it going to stop or not? Now, think about the category of player this is aimed at. Lots of golfers aren't really wanting their irons to stop. They're landing shorter greens and running on. They're not flying 6 irons 150 onto the green and stopping it as their general gameplay. So maybe something not to worry about depending on the style of play you are. Certainly no problem getting this club up in the air. Does make quite a big, bold sound. So look, let's compare that to AP1, so Titleist's most friendly iron. Again, you get big undercut cavity, you get tungsten weight out into toe, so again pulling the weight off the face and spreading it more across from toe to heel to try and help with twisting as you hit off-centre hits. Doesn't look quite as long and big as EZ down by the ball, but it's so, like I say, this one tries to bridge that gap between more classic looking and user friendly, where EZ is just trying to make everything as its namesake, as easy, as kind of bold in its easiness as possible. So again, this one I think might win on a few style points for golfers. See how it hits compared to the EZ. Yeah, it's a very similar flight. It's slightly truer in its sound, AP1. Definitely more Titleist, less bold in its statement. I mean, not that Mizuno really are that bold in their statements. They're much more kind of normal and honest in their statements as well. It's just EZ does, I think, have a bit more of a shout about it. Let's give it another hit. Yeah, it feels really nice. Caught that one a bit low and a bit heely, but it still feels very nice. AP1, Mizuno EZ, 2 irons you should go and try. Check your numbers. Look at the spin number when you're trying these. Just make sure, work with your fitter to make sure that the spin number's in a place you would want it, subject to if you are pitching on greens or not. But if you want an iron that's going to help you as much as possible, these two, definitely ones to go and check out.